Okay, so this farm is a bit larger than the iron one just because of how many grinders it has to go through and all the extra steps to get all the way to the gold. But this is a gold farm. There is one other farm to get gold, but it requires nether materials, and a majority of the other farm that produces gold nuggets is actually a quartz farm, which I will also show in the future. But for the gold farm, you're going to need some shafts. It varies depending on how many of the cobblestone generator how long you make that. This design just uses 8, and then 4 mechanical drills for this design, 3 mechanical belts, the water and lava for the cobblestone generator, but there is an extra thing of lava and an extra thing of water for the encased fan processes. 6 crushing wheels, 4 chutes, 3 depots, 6 brass funnels, some chests. I didn't put the right amount in here. 5 hoppers, mechanical press, 2 encased fans, and 3 vertical gearboxes for for 3 of the crushing wheels. So I'm gonna make the cobblestone generator real quick. This involves stairs. So we can put the stairs in here. One, two, three, 4. And then that's the slot where the cobblestone goes. So I'll put the block underneath where the lava's gonna be. Put the water in first, and then the lava. And that'll form all of the cobblestone. And that's all used for the stairs, so you only need that many stairs. And then the mechanical drills. And then a shaft for each mechanical drill that you use, and connect them all with 1 mechanical belt. And then underneath this, where the cobblestone is, that's where you put your 4 chutes. And you can use these to... Let me measure it out. So you put 1 grinder right here, and then another 2 spaces, and then another grinder right there. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 blocks long for your second conveyor. And that gets rid of another 2 shafts. And then you get the vertical gearboxes, your grinders. You're going to make 2 of the grinders here. So that's 1, 2, and then I think the vertical gearboxes on this side. This all depends on what direction you make these. You want the grinders pushing out in the direction that the conveyor is going. Then you get the creative motors. I guess it doesn't always have to be creative motors, but that's just what I'm using right now. So you need your power source is what you need. And if you set it up right, these can power this, and you don't need the extra power source for the conveyor itself. Okay, this will crush the cobblestone into gravel, and this will crush the gravel into its byproducts. And the byproducts that you need for it, you're going to need all of these for your labels, but the next current one is going to be clay ball, sand, and flint. You're going to need these 3. And then you take 1 of your depots, and you place this right here. This allows a transfer of items really quickly. And you take 3 of your funnels. 2 go off to the side because they're not needed. the materials aren't needed, I mean. And then you get your filters. You put the clay ball in the front, because that's where you're going to be continuing. You put the sand and the flint on either side. And then you get some of your hoppers. Oh, did I just delete those by accident? Oops. Then you get your hoppers. Straight down with these ones right here. And you just place any storage that you need for them down. This is actually a very efficient way to get sand. And you can maybe automate the glass blowing right next to it if you want. It's a very small process. I think it just takes one of these lava encased fans and then the glass on a depot. And then this is flint. Flint is a very common byproduct, and I'm not entirely sure what uses it has outside of create and stuff. You might need, from what I've noticed, you might need to add mods that require a usage of flint. But then you get your basin. I must have deleted it. You are gonna need a basin. Third hopper here. And put that into the basin. So the basin goes right there instead. And then the hopper goes in there. This is just slightly more reliable from what I've noticed, is if you put the hopper directly into the basin instead. Then you put the mechanical press right here. Give it a power source. I'm just using the engines as demonstration. And then when you have the clay block filter in, then it should only make clay blocks once it has 4 clay actually inside of the basin. And then you have the basin drop directly into a depot, and it will make its own little chute directly into the depot. And this will put the clay block directly down here. So you're going to need to make a little catching area for a liquid. This liquid's going to be lava, so make it out of stone. Make the little thing for it like this. Lava goes down there. And that should block it off from flowing out. You take one of your encased fans. Power it on. And then if you see this fire, that means the clay block will be turned into a terracotta block here. Do be careful, because the fire particles will actually damage you and light you on fire, so do keep mind of that. And then you go right here. Use your last 2 shafts. Use your last mechanical belt. And we're going to want to process the we're going to want to process the terracotta. You will need a piece of terracotta for the filter, because if you put it on this chute, then it will only launch off of the depot once it has become the terracotta, which allows it to go into the next step, which is the last set of crushing wheels. And usually you keep it in line with the previous one, so that means vertical gearbox on this side, and then just engine on this side. So that's all of the vertical gearboxes used. This will crush the red sand into, or not red sand, this will crush the terracotta into red sand, and then you put your last depot at the end here with 3 brass funnels and your hoppers. So you're gonna need 6 hoppers. That is my bad. No, you're gonna need 2. You're gonna need 2. Because you only need 2 chutes. I guess I miscounted. That's my bad. But then you have your 2 break-offs here, and you're going to need the 2 filter items, which are gold nuggets and a dead bush. The dead bush is a byproduct, although I'm pretty sure it can be used as a fuel source.